So let's start now where you are. I know coaches better than they know themselves, so I'm gonna go right into this. Coaches, they charge an hour. Hourly rate could be 50 up towards 200 pounds. Some coaches charge 500 pounds an hour. All right? And now it works for them sometimes. Sometimes it works for them. If they are well established, people know who they are, they have a waiting list for 6 months. However, most coaches are not there yet. Right? Takes a while to get there. However, if you would like to go from where you are right now, let's say you're working in a 9 to 5, you have a side job and things like this, and you're trying, you have so much experience as a coach, maybe 20 years, 15 years experience as a coach, and you have been in this training, you have certification, you have all you need now, okay? You have everything you need in order to say you're a coach, you have the badge and everything else. However, in order to get a consistent flow of clients, we can't only rely on referrals, word of mouth, being on directories, and waiting for clients to come to us. We have to show ourselves to them. There's so many people out there who need your help, okay? However, they don't know who you are. They are living their lives, they're going on with their work, their families and stuff. So we have to go and say hello to them, okay? But this mindset of going away and finding people and then working with people is not normal for you right now. I know that, I know who I'm talking to here, okay? However, we need to do a small mindset shift from going away, shifting away from charging hour into creating an outcome on paper visually so you can see, and understanding that you can't really work with everybody. You can't help the whole world. If you try to do that, then you're not going to help anybody. We have to niche down, you have probably heard of niching down before, but that's true. We have to niche down, find out who is this person, your ideal client that you would like to work with. It could be a CEO, an executive, it could be a manager, a mid-manager. If it is a man or a woman, how many kids do they have? How do they feel? What is bothering them all day? It could be like they want more time with their family. Money is not an issue, but they would like to live more of a calm and a peaceful life. Write that down on a paper. Once you understand who it is, then we have to find these people. Where are they? Okay, they are on LinkedIn or they are elsewhere. We have to create a message that clicks for these people. For example, when I do outreach, I help specifically coaches and I say, hello, hey Peter, just a quick one. I'm just reaching out to see if you would be open to signing some more new clients for your coaching business, because if you would be, I've got something I would love to show you. I really think it could help you get so many new more clients. Now that's what coaches want to hear. They want more clients. And then they buy that from me, and then I give them what they need. Like I'm doing now on this call, on this video, trying to help you understand the mindset that you need to pick up in order to move to that shift from where you are right now to where you want to be. Okay? So now we're moving away from hourly rates into creating a package. Could be 5, could be 8 sessions within this package. However, we are not selling those 5 sessions. We're creating this package. As soon as you speak to more people, you get more feedback and stuff like that. You can tailor the offer to that person, but you want to have an idea in your mind that we're not selling hours anymore. They're not buying the time, they're buying the outcome. Okay? So it could take 2 months, it could take 3 months. However, it's good to create something along those lines of a 3-month coaching program, and the investment is £3,000. However, if you have had people working for you before, maybe they have said, oh my God, you only charge this, I get so much value out of these sessions with you. This happened, my wife liked me more, I have more time with my kids, and this is much more worth than £3,000. And if you can have like 10%, you feel like 10% only, I could charge more, then let's charge £5,000. It's just a number, okay? So we could start with £3,000 if it is a 2 to 3 month program. You have 6 sessions within this, okay? Once you have this program, you can start doing role plays with a friend or in front of the mirror. I'm just going to give you some value here, how I present the 3-month coaching program I had previously when I was a sales coach. It's the same thing. If you're a life coach, an executive coach, a career coach, this has a same presentation to it. I've helped hundreds of coaches do the same thing successfully. Okay? My mission is to help this industry to stop selling the time and sell the outcome instead. It's much better. However, how you can present this, let's say for example you are on a discovery call and now it's time to move into this unnatural conversation, which is to ask them for their money. Okay, so you as a coach, you're very good at coaching people, but now when that time comes when you present the offer, the coaching goes away, and it can be difficult for so many coaches. So what I usually do is I say, well, they say, what's next? What's the next step here? You say, well, Peter, from what we talked about today, do you want to work with me? They say, yeah, I want to work with you. Okay. So how we could work together is that I have a 3-month program, and during this 3-month, the first month, what we would do is A, B, and C. We'll focus on a lot on this, and then we slide into that second month, and here is where we'll go deeper into what's bothering you right now in the work, and we'll go deeper into it, and it's all about finding out the solution. And at the end of these 2 months, you will feel this way, and you will be here. And then we transition into the 3rd month, and then 3rd month is all about this, whatever this might be. Okay? Then you work, and then I will work with you for 3 months, for the last month here. And by the end of this, Peter, you will have more time with your family, which is so important for you because you haven't found any time with your wife for the last 3 years, right? Imagine we don't want you to be here anymore. We need to do something about that. So I can promise you by the end of this 3 months, you will have more time with your family. You will wake up earlier so you can handle that A, B, and C you wanted to do. And I will keep you accountable. So we're really going to make sure you are there by the end of the 3rd month. And the investment is just £3,000. And now you sit back and just see what he says. He will probably, I'm £3,000. Yeah. Okay. And do I have to pay that everything up front? What do you mean? Yeah, I don't have £3,000 available right now. Okay, I hear you. Well, the money aside, do you think that working with me for 3 months would help you get these results? Yeah, of course. Yeah, okay. So it's just about the 3K. Yeah, that's it, man. I want to work with you, but 3K, maybe I have to go away and think about it. No, you don't have to go away. You can go away and think about it just so I can best help. You don't have 3K available right now. No. Okay. But why is it important to start working with this for 3 months? Yeah, because if I don't do anything about it, I will be stuck here, and I don't want that to happen. Okay, so would you be open to having an open conversation about the finances? Yeah, sure. So you don't have 3K available, but from a scale from 1 to 10. So 1 being, yeah, let's work with me for 3 months, let's try it out, see if we get the results, to 10 being, I'm gonna show up to the sessions and I'm gonna also make sure that we get these results. Where are you at? I'm at 10. And why at 10? And then he will say the consequences, I've been stuck here and I need to do something about it, and I really see that I need a coach. Okay, well, let me help you out. What if we do 1K today? Okay, and in 30 days we do another 1K. And in that last 3rd month we do the last 1K. So you don't have to spend everything up front, that you have some time, you get the salary next month, and I can help you out the best. Does that work for you? Does that make it easier for you? Yeah, thank you so much. So you mean like 1K installment during those 3 months? Yeah. Okay, that sounds good. And how do you feel now? Yeah, I feel good. Let's do it. Okay, are you sure? Yeah, man. Here's my card. Where do I pay? Okay, take it easy. The next step would be that we set up the onboarding call, our first coaching session now when we go into this collaboration together. Would you have time on Tuesday or Wednesday? Yeah, let's do Wednesday, 4 p.m. Nice. Okay, in the meantime, I will send you an invoice. Can you do it now? Do you have the card, credit card, Visa available, or debit card? You have a debit card. Okay. I will send you the link right now. Just take care of that right now, and then we can schedule that in for Wednesday. Okay. Then he pays on the call. Now I'm out from the role play here. He pays on the call, or you can also just send him an invoice if you would like to do that. So he will pay you before the first coaching session on Wednesday. You don't have to be too pushy, but we could also get the payment on the actual discovery call. So now, this is how it could look like to have a 3-month collaboration coaching program. That your future pays him what will happen in the first month. Logically, he can see. How would you feel? So emotionally, he will feel as well. So he get logically and emotionally convinced into buying this. Because people buy when they feel good, you know? They buy also when they can see a consequence ahead of them. Like if they don't be that person and if they don't invest in themselves, what would happen then? And they don't want to be there. So as service provider, we have to be good at sales. I know sales has a bad connotation to the word, you know, that typical car salesman trying to sell you something. However, sales is all about being of service. If you can see that a potential client need your help, and you say, and you fall for the lie, the smoke screen, when he say, I have to think about it. Okay. Because, oh, he has to think about it. Okay, well, I lost that client. We can't let them go. If you truly believe that you can help him, I mean, he's saying that he needs your help. You have to say, okay, just so I can best help. It's fine if you go away and think, just so I can best help. What do you actually need to think about so I can send over the best resources so I can best help? No, it's just about that I don't have the money. Then he will give you the real reason why he have to think about it. Then you can handle that on the call. You can say, well, you don't have the 3K available. No, that's the thing. Okay, could we have an open discussion about finances then? Yeah, the money aside, do you want to work with me? Do you feel like this would help you? Yeah, of course. And why? Sit back, no pushy at all, not in a needy state. Yeah, I feel like I need the coaching. I can see that I need it. Yeah, but why now? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because if I don't do it now, I will be stuck here. Maybe something bad will happen. Okay, would you like that to happen? No. Why not? I don't want to see my kids. I want to see my kids, but I don't like, then he will be emotional. You understand? You have to go deeper. This is all about what sales is about. Being of service in a good way. We don't let them go if they really need your help. We want to help them out. And then in the end, if you really can't afford it and stuff like that, that's fine. There are other clients as well. However, we want to take away our own ego and be of total service to that person, right? He needs your service. He can't afford it. That's why he say, think about it. But then you have to be, you have to be one step ahead and say, okay, sure, that's fine. And then you handle those objections. It's usually fear of investment, and I have to talk with my wife or whatever that might come up. If you can handle all of those objections, you will always have clients. You will not have any problem when someone says, I have to think about it. You have to be very serious, You're being of service, and we have to understand how to handle those objections. It's part of coaching. It's part of being of service, knowing how to handle those fears. Okay? Now, that's how we can sell a 3-month collaboration. It could be a 12-month. It's a longer commitment, so it takes some time. You cannot just sell them on a first discovery call. It's good to have a discovery call, book in a second call, and then a third call, perhaps a fourth. And that's when you mention the investment to that person and handle those last objections, and then you receive the payment and you start working with that person. It's all about relationships when it comes to especially coaching and consulting. It's all about relationships. A payment takes 10 seconds to make. A transaction, 1, 2, 3, 4, card, blank, and then his money from his bank account is on your bank account. But it's everything else. So we have to understand that. And I'm inviting you to really think about going away from hourly rate into a outcome-based rate. People like that because they don't buy the hour. They buy what they get from that hour, right? But you as a service provider really have to understand, if you don't have a very, very large, massive following on social medias and stuff, you can do this 3-month program. You get one client for 3,000, 2 clients a month. That's 6,000 pounds a month. You only need 2 human beings that says yes to receiving help from you as a coach. That's all you need. quitting the 9 to 5 and everything else. And now you have more time. You can sign up 3 clients, 4 clients. Then you could perhaps do group sessions. You can do in-person events. You can do events, retreats, whatever that might come up. You might not know that right now, but at the beginning, it's just good to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 one-on-one coaching clients consistently. We have to keep the outreach going. We have to keep doing consistent flow of discovery calls to keep the pipeline going. But when you keep talking to people, being of service, you're in this flow. Yeah, and once you break this flow for 2 months, then you have to step back to this flow again and take some time to be present on those discovery calls, knowing how to speak their language and stuff like that. So we have to be in a flow. Yeah, it's all in here. If you can move away from hoping and praying people will come to you into actually being there, being of service, going out and showing your face to people who need your help, you will never have an inconsistent flow of paying clients. Okay? And understand your ideal client profile as well, so you're not reaching out to everyone, the mothers, fathers, CEOs, executives, kids. Just focus on one type of a person, and it becomes very simple for you to talk to people. You have the same conversations all the time, same problems, same solutions, so it becomes like a flow that you can just consistently do. There's nothing you have to think about. You are being, you don't have to become. You're being, and it will come to you. Just being that person, you're talking the same way. People say, oh my God, he knows what he's talking about. He knows how to speak my language. He knows more about me than I know about myself. That's what you get when you only talk to one niche. You understand that person more than he understands himself. That's why he will just sign up, pay you right away. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and that it makes you think about your future and the way you do things as a coach. And I wish you the best in all success. And if you need any help and guidance, I'm inviting you to book a call down below. It's totally for free. See if I can help you out. And yeah, have a very good 2026, and wish you the best.